What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Eli. Yeah. So this is 14 weeks on testosterone. I'm about to do shot 15 now. I didn't make an update for 13 weeks, not because like I was just like fuck 13 weeks. No, it was because like my insomnia has been doing the most, and I was working a lot of overtime last week. I worked 6 days that week, and so I didn't have the energy or like the drive to actually sit down and make the video because it was just crazy, just too much work. I mean, I'm working overtime this week and stuff, but my insomnia has calmed down a bit. The medicine, is starting to like kick in and stuff, and so it's like it's not that bad of a week so far. Like, I didn't get a whole lot of rest last night, but I feel a lot better than I did last week. So I decided while I'm doing my shot, seeing how that's what I'm like motivated to do right now, I should just go ahead and make the video at the same time. So it's gonna be like 2 weeks worth of update all in one, but I'm gonna try and keep this video short. So, things that I've noticed that have changed a little bit. My mustache is starting to thicken up some more. My sideburns now are kind of growing out this way. I always had long sideburns to probably to right about here when I was pre-T, but now they're growing down and they're starting to come this way a little bit. So I'm starting to fill in around here on both sides. I think my Adam's apple is getting a little bigger. I don't know if you can notice, but my Adam's apple seems to be a little bigger. Just a little bit, not a whole lot yet. Let me put this on silent. My bad. Okay. What else? More tummy hair. The hair on my thighs is not really doing anything yet. It's pretty much the same hair as before. It doesn't look really much any different. Still more vascular changes in my arms, I've noticed, and in my like in the crook of my arm, because when I went to get blood drawn from the VA or whatever, usually my veins just kind of like move back and forth while they're trying to draw the blood, and this time it just stayed still, and it was actually noticeably bigger when they tied me off to get the blood to get the veins to pop out. The veins looked a lot bigger. I noticed when I was watching him do it. What else is changing? My appetite is starting to pick up again. So I noticed that like I'm eating more food again. Not necessarily hungry all the time, but eating more food. And I noticed that like some of the stuff that I would eat before isn't enough food, if that makes sense. Like stuff that I would eat for breakfast or whatever wouldn't necessarily be enough. So now I'm eating like more food for breakfast and stuff like that. And I just noticed that this week actually. What else did I notice? Huge ass bubble in here. My feet are getting wider. Quite a bit. A little like my shoes kind of seem a little bit tighter. I don't really tie them up, so it's kind of hard sometimes to gauge how wide my feet actually are getting. But my feet are getting just a little bit wider, which I'm actually kind of happy about. I was not saying I want huge ass feet or anything like that, but if I'm gonna be heavier and whatnot, I do want to have like feet to match my body. I don't want to look weird at the beach or something like that. I don't know. I just think about crazy shit like that. What else is changing? I've noticed that my chest tissue is a little different. I don't know if other trans guys have noticed that during their transition, but it's a little different. I noticed the fat is redistributing from that area a little bit, so probably do more push-ups and See if that'll help get, some of the rest of it out of there. Because that'd be great if I could really slim down in that area. Um, I haven't lost any of the 12 pounds that I gained so far, so that's really good because usually I'll gain weight and then I'll lose weight and then I'll gain weight and then I'll lose weight. And I really, was kind of concerned if that was going to be a pattern while I was on T. What else? Some people have said my facial structure looks a little different. To me, I don't think so, but I don't know. You guys might because you haven't seen me in 2 weeks. I'm thinking about cutting my hair. Not all the way off, but like into a different style or something. I don't know. I see all kind of shortcuts online or on TV, and it just makes me be like, I need to cut my hair right now. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'll probably decide today or tomorrow. What else? My voice hasn't really changed. I don't think it sounds the same to me, but the feeling of it has changed. It doesn't feel as tight as it did for a while my voice was changing. There was kind of like this kind of like tight, kind of strained feeling sometimes when it would be going through its changes, and now it just feels more natural, kind of like the way my voice felt before I started T, where it was just like my normal everyday feeling. It didn't get tired or anything, so now it just kind of feels like that. So I think it's leveled out for a bit now. I would like to see it go a little deeper, but at the same time, if it doesn't, I totally understand. I'm happy with the change that I have now, because it's way better in my opinion. What else? My shoulders are getting broader. I took a picture the other night, with no shirt on, and I noticed that my shoulders looked a little bit broader and a little bit wide, well, like thicker, I guess. Like the muscles actually looked a little bit like they had grown. So I was really pleased to see that. Trying to think of what else. I haven't really had too many temper problems, but in the last week at work, I did cuss 2 people out in like 2 days. They just, one person lied on me, saying that they didn't tell me to do something that they actually did, and that I just went off and did that on my own, and all this other shit, and cussed them out in front of my supervisor. He really didn't care. I guess that's one of the cool things about working with all guys. It's kind of like they, yelling and screaming isn't a big deal. And then I cussed this other dude out because he loves to like point out shit to people. Like, oh, these aren't in the right spot. And I'm like, well, I didn't put them there, so I don't really give a fuck. And then he just kept going, so I just like let his ass have it. In hindsight, I don't know if that's the tea causing me to do that. I noticed that my temper is a little bit shorter, but I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing, because I think sometimes with men, at least I've noticed, is like they'll talk mad shit to people they think they can talk bad shit to. So if they don't think they can talk shit to you, or they know that you're going to stand up for yourself, it's kind of like they respect you more. They don't come at you as often. And the first time that like my lead had kind of like threw me under the bus a little bit like that. I'm busy. Huh? I'm busy. You have to come back later. I'll call you. So the first time my team leader had like thrown me under the bus like that or whatever, I thought that I had just misunderstood what he had said. So I just kind of like let it go. And I was just kind of like, well, I must have misunderstood. But this time I noticed, no, this motherfucker threw me under the bus. So I really let his ass have it. And I haven't really been speaking to him since then. He's getting ready to be transferred to another position. So I'm just waiting for him to leave. But I have made it noticeable that, like, no, I don't fuck with you because of the type of person you are. And I think with T, it makes it a little bit easier because I know, like, I'm a Pisces. My birthday's on Wednesday. I'll be turning 27. But I know that before, if I had a disagreement with someone, sometimes it would bother me because it would be like, it would bother me for a lot longer period of time. But now it's like, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck your wife, fuck your kids, and I'm done. Like, I just really have that type of a mentality where it's like, fuck you and everything you stand for. I don't have shit to say to you, and that's that. And I'm totally fine, totally okay with it. That was a great shot. That was the sweet spot. No pain. Oh, I'm sorry. But it was kind of like, you know, that's just the way I'm rolling now. It's like, that shit happened. Oh well. I don't really give any fucks about it. And if you do, whatever. And he tried to like have a casual conversation with me today because we both watch The Walking Dead, and he tried to be like, I just don't understand why they didn't kill the why she didn't kill the governor when she had the chance. And I was like, I don't know. And then I just cut my music on and went back to wiring up this panel that I was working on. But it's like, really, like, don't think that you can like throw me under the bus and try to make me look incompetent at my job doing what you told me to do, and that I'ma still be all chummy, you're my best bud type of bullshit. No. And some people are like, oh, you could just let it go, get over it. But it's like, no, because I don't have any respect for that type of a person's character. It's like, if you can't sit there and be like, well, yeah, I told him to do that. And my boss really wasn't upset about it. Well, our supervisor, he wasn't really upset about it. He was just kind of like, don't do that. So it wasn't even anything that we would get written up for. So, like, I really just, don't fuss with that. And I think that the tea is helping me to just be, like, more detached from my feelings. Like something that would bother me more so all the time, it just doesn't anymore. Um, what else have I noticed? I think my hands are starting to get wider or bigger or something because, like, I've been having some. I don't know if I've been having, like, I think they're kind of growing or widening out because I've been having some muscle strength issues, but I think that's also to deal with, like, the neuropathy I have in this arm pretty bad, so I have a VA appointment for that. But they just feel like they're kind of tight sometimes, so I think they're growing a little bit. I'm not sure. There haven't been too many changes. It's like 3.5 months, so I think I'm kind of hitting like a little plateau kind of peak thing. I know. Well, let me check this real quick because, like, ever since I've been on T, I have just been waiting for the day that my period does not come back. Like, waiting for the cycle to never, ever come back around. So I'm gonna check the period tracker that I have. So, according to my period tracker, I'm 3 days late from the start of my cycle. It should have started on the 15th. So either before I used to be plus or minus 3 days anyway. So I haven't had any cramps. I haven't had any type of PMS this month, which is great. So I think maybe this might be like that was the last one last month. I'd be really excited if February was my last cycle ever. Like, that would be amazing. So I'm not like keeping my fingers crossed or anything. I'm just just taking it day by day. But it says I'm like 3 days late. So we'll see how that continues on from here. What else? Sex drive is increasing again. Size is increasing again. I haven't noticed any changes in my body odor. I know some people say they do, but I haven't yet. I take showers every day and use deodorant, so maybe I need to like really like go and do like a crazy workout and sweat really hard and see if there's anything noticeable. What else? Besides that, I haven't really noticed any other changes. There hasn't been a whole lot that happened in these past 2 weeks. Plus, I've probably been so exhausted that I can't really remember too much because I wasn't paying too close of attention to what's been going on for the past 2 weeks. Like, crazy. But I've got the insomnia under control now, and I'm adjusting to the overtime, so That's good. Yeah. Besides that, there hasn't been anything else new that's been going on. I really want to thank all the new subscribers that I have gotten since my last shout out video, and all my old subscribers for continuing to subscribe to my page and continuing to send me emails and comments on my videos and messages. I appreciate all the feedback, all the love that you guys give to me for just telling my story, which I don't think is even too remarkable compared to everyone else's story. It's just another story. But I appreciate you watching my videos. Also, I want to give a shout out to, hang on real quick so I get this correct, because I hate like fucking people's URLs and stuff up on camera and shit like that. But Black Pinkett, give a shout out to Black Pinkett. He's been messaging me, and they've been messaging me back and forth and stuff. And shout out to you for showing mad love, because they're a real cool dude for one, really cool. We have good conversation, and they just like continued support, which I really appreciate. I just want to give them a shout out because they're like the newest person that's been messaging me quite a bit, and I want to get to know anybody who wants to message me or whatever. It's not just, you don't have to be trans or in your transition or about to start. You could just be someone who's interested in getting to know me. You know me in a certain amount. I'd say for the past 14 weeks, you've gotten to know quite a bit about me, and you see me. So I would love to get to know you guys. If you are willing to spend your time watching my videos, I'd be willing to spend my time emailing you. So if you ever want to email me about anything, or you have any questions, hit me up. My Tumblr URL and my email are in the description. I won't miss any more weeks, and I really do apologize for missing that week. And hit me up if you have topics you would like to see me talk about as well, because I'm totally open to creating videos for you with information. If you have something that you would like researched or something, just let me know, and I'll make a video for you. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and again, apologies for missing last week, and I will see you on my next video. Much love.